Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Byron Donalds absolutely clouds Jamaal Bowman. And this time you didn't even have to pull a fire alarm.
We had the first attack on the U.S. Capitol since the War of 1812. The first attack on the U.S. Capitol by U.S. citizens in U.S. history. Who facilitated and nurtured this attack? Donald J. Trump.
That's actually
on
not true.
Twitter,
That's
on all
true.
these social media platforms.
That's not true.
Come on January 6th.
Name
it's
a
gonna
statement.
Be crazy.
Jamal, name a statement.
I'm going to meet, he in his speech, I'm going to meet you down there. He tried to ride with the Secret Service. They was like, chill, President Trump, you bugging. You can't ride with us. He let his supporters come in past the metal detectors with guns during the speech on January 6th. They
That's
were
also
carrying
not
wooden
true.
crosses down the street.
That's
This
not
is
true.
what
Maybe
he
some of them were
did.
armed.
So he's endorsing an insurrectionist.
Not true at
He's
all.
part of a party
Not true
that
at all.
many of them voted to overturn the election results and push the big lie.
Democrats
This is
have
who
voted
my
to
man is
overturn elections
rocking
too,
with.
Jamal.
Brother, choose
Democrats
another
haven't
party.
Democrats haven't voted to overturn an election.
I'm
They
sorry?
didn't do that in 2004. They didn't do that in 2000.
I'm talking
Let's
about
not
right
act-
now.
You're bringing up old
Trump
stuff,
was
so I'm
in-
bringing up old
Trump
stuff too.
admi-
Oh, bless your heart, Jamaal. All you had to do was keep talking about Trump. You're on CNN, so you're on friendly ground. The audience wants to hear you talk about how mean and evil Donald Trump is because they've already had that set up as a prerequisite. It's a preset they already have in their brains that they're never going to be able to undo. They're never going to be deprogrammed. And then 3, you are in a situation where you actually have the upper hand. And you make the argument about that one thing. And you know what he does? He immediately gets off in the weeds, and that's when Byron Donalds strikes.
He was recently indicted in New York for hush money payments to a porn star. This is
You
the
and I
dude
both
you
know
this-
that indictment is foolishness. And I will,
Foolishness?
It's foolishness. It's
Listen,
political, and you know
man,
this. But let me
DA,
go ahead. I'll raise you one better.
Go ahead,
I'll raise you one better. Because if we're
please.
going to talk about stuff going on in the background, you have the president's brother, the president's son. They are taking wire payments from people across the globe. Jamal, I've seen some of the documents myself. They are taking these payments. We've already documented $1 million going to Hunter Biden, facilitated with other members of the Biden family
Biden
while
not
he's sitting
running
in the
for
White House.
president.
That's what, dude. Stop that.
Hunter Biden's
Stop that.
not running for president.
Now you know better than
Joe
that.
Biden
you
is the
know
president.
better than that. You know better than that.
Joe
if
Biden-
Hunter Biden's getting money from people with Chinese companies, if he's facilitating the sale of a cobalt mine to China while Joe Biden is setting energy policy in the United States, you don't think that man's compromised? Come on. You don't think he knows what his son is doing?
My man,
he doesn't know what his son is doing?
You're talking about Hunter
Jamal,
Biden
you gonna sit
right
here and
now.
tell me he doesn't know what his son is doing?
Listen.
I'm telling you that the president's
All right,
judgment
let's-
is compromised.
I want
telling
to bring
you.
this back.
Oh, poor Jamaal. Bless your heart. You didn't know any better. You thought that because you had CNN on your side. You thought because you had the commentator on your side. You thought because the audience has this preset in their minds to hate anything that comes out of a Republican's mouth. You thought that you were going to be able to beat Byron Donalds on your own turf. That's not how this works. Byron Donalds laid a trap for Jamaal Bowman, and all he had to do was wait. Bowman was waxing poetic about Trump, and that's all he had to do. That's all he had to do, and he would have won the day. Instead, Bowman makes 2 huge mistakes. He talks about Democrat history very briefly, and then he talks briefly about the Bidens and allows the conversation to go from his terms into Donald's. So Donald's waits and waits. Finally, Jamaal Bowman says something incredibly stupid. Donalds pounces and reminds him quickly that the Democrats have a longer history of denying elections than the Republicans have ever had. Then, he does him one better. Later on, in the final moments of this debate, Bowman now realizes he's off his game, he's off his spot, he can't move like he was. Donalds now has him cornered because he can then dictate the conversation, which he does. This is a masterclass because at the beginning, they were talking about Trump. At the end, they were talking about the direct links of corruption of the entire Biden family. And it's beautiful to watch because this is CNN. This is a news organization dedicated to the destruction of Donald Trump and all things conservative. And they brought on Byron Donalds, who isn't Matt Gaetz, he isn't Ted Cruz in the normal sense of lawyers. He actually comes from a banking background. but he knows how to argue. He knows how to work a television screen. He knows how to defeat the insipidness and insanities that inhibit the left. And it is a glorious thing to watch. This is one of my favorite moments because he is on enemy territory. He has to charge up San Juan Hill, and he wins on his terms. And it's wonderful to watch. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment here on PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our friends at basebuy.shop. Amazing conservative merch that can make you look as good as you feel. Catch you on the next one. Until then, y'all have a good one.